This is the story of how Tyler, after years of unnoticed hard work, unexpectedly unlocked success, revealing the surprising power of his own beliefs. The name of this story is The Unseen Path to Success. Tyler gazed out the smudged window of the crowded bus, the city lights flickering like distant stars against the twilight sky. His reflection stared back at him, a hint of exhaustion etched into the lines around his eyes, but also a quiet determination that refused to fade. Tonight marked the end of yet another long day, juggling his full-time job and a side gig that barely paid. He often wondered if all his efforts would ever amount to something more. As the bus lurched forward, his phone buzzed with a notification. It was a message from his old college friend, Mia. "Hey Tyler, remember when you said you'd teach me graphic design? Still waiting." Smiley face. He smiled, recalling the countless hobbies he'd picked up over the years. Photography, coding, writing, graphic design. None of them had made him rich or famous, but each had taught him something new. "One day," he typed back, "maybe when things aren't so crazy." "Things are always crazy with you," she replied, almost instantly. He couldn't argue with that. Between his job as a customer support representative, freelancing as a web developer, and attempting to launch a blog about minimalist living, crazy was an understatement. But Mia didn't know that Tyler carried a silent fear, that he was spreading himself too thin, dabbling in too many things without mastering any. A few weeks later, Tyler attended a local networking event on a whim. The guest speaker was an entrepreneur named Carlos, who had turned his small startup into a multi-million-dollar enterprise. Tyler listened intently as Carlos shared his journey. "I spent years trying different things," Carlos said. "Failed businesses, abandoned projects, you name it. But each one taught me something invaluable. Success is not a straight line. It's a collage of experiences that shape who you are." Those words resonated deeply with Tyler. Could his scattered efforts actually be building towards something greater? After the talk, Tyler approached Carlos. "Do you really believe that every experience counts?" he asked. Carlos looked at him thoughtfully. "Absolutely. It's like planting seeds. You might not see the growth immediately, but one day you'll find yourself standing in a forest you didn't even realize you were cultivating." Inspired, Tyler decided to merge his passions into a single project. He envisioned creating an online platform that offered simple, elegant website templates for small businesses, a way to utilize his coding skills, eye for design, and interest in minimalism. He spent evenings and weekends developing prototypes, drawing on knowledge from past projects. His experience in customer support helped him understand client needs. His writing skills allowed him to create compelling content. And, of course, his design hobby ensured the aesthetics were on point. After months of hard work, he launched his website, Streamlined Sites. He announced it quietly on social media, not expecting much. To his surprise, orders began to trickle in. They became a steady stream. And eventually, one morning, Tyler logged on to his account and stared at the numbers. Sales had skyrocketed almost overnight. He thought it was a glitch. Refreshing the page didn't change the figures, though. Bewildered, he dug deeper and discovered that a popular business blog had featured his site, praising its user-friendly design and affordability. His phone buzzed incessantly with notifications, emails from interested clients, partnership offers, even a message from an investor. Tyler was stunned. How had this happened? He called Mia. "You'll never believe what's going on," he explained, recounting the whirlwind of success. "Tyler, that's amazing," she cheered. "But honestly, I'm not that surprised." "You're not?" he asked incredulously. "Nope. You've been pouring your heart into so many things for so long. It was only a matter of time before something clicked. You've been building this without even knowing it." Her words made him pause. He recalled all the late nights, the failed attempts, the skills he'd acquired. Individually, they seemed insignificant, but together they had culminated in this moment. Later that day, Tyler met with an investor who had reached out, a woman named Sophia, with a keen eye for potential. "Your platform is impressive," she said, "but what's more intriguing is your journey. You've unknowingly positioned yourself uniquely in the market." "I guess I never thought about it that way," Tyler admitted. "That's the beauty of it," Sophia smiled. "Sometimes our beliefs and values guide us even when we're not consciously aware. You've embraced learning and adaptability, and that is a powerful combination." Tyler felt a swell of gratitude. The success wasn't just about the money, it was validation of his journey, his choices, and his quiet perseverance. As weeks turned into months, streamlined sites grew exponentially. Tyler left his day job to focus on his business full time. He hired a small team, including Mia, who brought her marketing expertise to the table. One evening, as the team celebrated a major milestone, Tyler raised his glass for a toast to unexpected journeys and the unseen paths that lead us to where we're meant to be, he declared. After the cheers subsided, Mia pulled him aside. You've become quite the inspiration," she said. "Me? I'm just surprised anyone even noticed," Tyler laughed. "That's exactly it," she replied. "You didn't set out chasing fame or fortune. You just kept going, kept learning, and look where it got you." Tyler reflected on her words later that night. Perhaps his belief in continuous growth and his willingness to explore new interests had been the real catalyst all along. The gratitude he felt was overwhelming, not just for the success, but for the journey itself. Now, Tyler's story illustrates how persistent effort, even when it feels scattered or unproductive, can lead to unexpected success. By embracing a mindset of continuous learning and remaining open to possibilities, he unknowingly built a foundation that supported his achievements. His surprise and gratitude upon realizing the impact of his belief system highlight the profound ways our attitudes can shape our realities.